My name is June Woodrow. Once upon a time, there was a brown stuffed toy dog called Dogger. He was worn in a few places. One of his ears flopped up while the other one flopped down. He was quite old. He belonged to a boy called Dave. The boy called Dave was very fond of Dogger. Sometimes he would take him for a ride on his toy trolley. Sometimes he would tie a piece of string onto his neck and take him around like a real dog. And sometimes he would wrap him in an old rag to make it look like a blanket when it was cold. Now and then, Dogger would get dirty, so Dave's mom sometimes had to wash him. Dave's mom got tired of washing Dogger all the time, so she told Dave how to do it. All Dave had to do was just soak Dogger in a bowl of hot water. After Dave had finished washing Dogger, his mom would hang Dogger out to dry. Dave's baby brother Joe liked hard toys because he liked putting them in his mouth and biting them because he was getting teeth. Dave's older sister, Bella, took 7 teddy bears to his bed every night, and she put herself against the wall so that she would stop falling out of bed. But Dave only liked Dogger. One afternoon, Dave and his mom went to pick up Bella from school. Joe came in the pram. Just as Bella came out of the school, Dave realized that there were lots of men putting up ladders in the playground. They were putting up flags all around the playfield. Just as Bella came out, the ice cream van came. "Can I have some ice cream, Mom?" Bella asked. Dave's mom gave Bella and Dave enough money to buy 2 cones of ice cream. Joe wasn't allowed to have ice cream. He would get driven away. So Dave shared his ice cream with Joe on the way home. But once they got home, Dave was really quiet. He was quiet at tea time, he was quiet at bedtime, and before going to bed, he quietly said, "I want Dogger." Dave's mom heard him. "Did you leave him somewhere? He must be somewhere around the house," she said. Dave and his mom checked the kitchen, under the stairs, outside in the bushes. Dad joined them after he got back from work. He looked in the garden, but Dogger was nowhere to be found. Bella woke up and came out, to see what the commotion was about. She looked around in her toy set, but she couldn't find Dogger either. Dogger was missing. So before going to bed, Bella kindly gave Dave one of her teddies. And before sleeping, Dave asked Bella, "Why were there men putting up flags in your playground?" Bella replied, "It's because our school summer fair is coming up." Soon, Bella was asleep, but Dave kept on waking up. Bella's teddy wasn't the same as Dogger. The next day was Saturday, so Dave and Bella and their parents went to the fair. Dave looked around the fair. There were fancy dress parades and lots of races. There was a 3-legged race, there was a wheelbarrow race, and a dad's race. Bella went to the 3-legged race with her best friend Barbara. They won first place. "Why don't you join a race, Dave?" Bella asked him, but Dave was way too sad about Dogger. What made Dave even more sad was that Bella kept on winning everything. After the race, she won a raffle and got a big teddy with a blue satin bow. Dave went for a walk, and on one of the stalls, he saw lots of woolen ducks, lots of dolls, lots of little toys, and behind all of them, he saw Dogger. He had a little tag on his neck saying 5 pence. Dave tried to explain to the lady who was selling all the toys that Dogger was his, and he must have lost him the other day, but the lady was too busy to listen. Dave looked in his pocket. He only had 3 pence and not enough for buying Dogger. Dave looked around for his parents. He couldn't find his mom anywhere, neither his dad. Finally, he found Bella next to a cake stand. Dave explained about where he found Dogger. Bella and Dave quickly rushed to the stall, but then something terrible happened. Another little girl had bought Dogger. Bella went and told the little girl that Dogger was Dave's, but the little girl said she had bought him with her own money. Bella asked her if she could buy him back, but she said no. Dave began to cry. The little girl began to cry too. Suddenly, she saw Bella's big titty with a blue satin bow. She stopped crying. She started looking at the bear entirely. Then Bella got an idea. Then Bella asked the little girl, "Maybe if I give you this big bear, you could probably give our dog back?" The little girl smiled and stopped crying. And she said yes. Dave smiled and hugged Bella, probably because Bella might have missed her teddy. When they got home, it was time for bed. Before going to bed, Dave asked Bella, "Do you miss your teddy?" Bella said, "Nah, his eyes were kind of wonky, and if he was sat on my bed, there wouldn't be any room for me." Dave smiled and closed his eyes, hugging Dogger tightly, making sure he wouldn't lose him again. The end. For me, I thought the story was really sweet. I hope you all thought the same way, like me. See you again with another story another day. Bye!